In a small mountain village, surrounded by green hills and quiet rivers, lived a 12-year-old girl named Mira. Mira was known for one strange thing. No matter how difficult life became, she never panicked. When crops failed, she smiled and helped her mother collect water. When children fought, she calmed them with stories. When storms destroyed homes, she quietly helped rebuild them. People often asked her, "Mira, why are you always so calm?" She would simply reply, "Fear makes problems bigger. Calmness makes solutions clearer." Most people laughed at her words, until the day everything changed. One afternoon, the village market was crowded with people buying vegetables, children running around, and shopkeepers shouting prices. Suddenly, the ground trembled. At first, people froze. Then the shaking became violent. An earthquake. Buildings cracked. Windows shattered. People screamed and ran in every direction. Mothers were crying for their children. Elders struggled to walk. Dust filled the air. Panic spread faster than the earthquake itself. But in the middle of the chaos, Mira stood still. Her heart was racing, but her face remained calm. Instead of running blindly, she climbed onto a broken wooden cart and shouted. Everyone moved toward the open field near the river. Stay away from the buildings. But nobody listened. Fear had taken control. Then Mira noticed a group of children crying near a collapsing shop. Without thinking about herself, she ran toward them. The ground shook harder. People screamed, "Don't go there." But Mira grabbed the children's hands and said softly, "Look at me, breathe slowly, follow my voice." Her calmness was stronger than their fear. The children stopped crying. Step by step, she led them safely away. Then she saw an old man trapped under fallen wood. Others were too afraid to help, but Mira called a few villagers and calmly instructed them. One side at a time, slowly, don't panic. Because her voice carried confidence, people finally listened. Together, they rescued the old man just seconds before the roof collapsed completely. Hours later, the earthquake stopped. The village was damaged, but many lives had been saved. That night, families gathered in the open field under the cold sky. People were exhausted, frightened, and silent. Then one elder stood up and looked at Mira. With tears in his eyes, he said, "Today, the strongest person in this village was not the biggest or the oldest. It was the calmest." The entire village looked at the little girl who had saved them not with power, but with peace. Mira smiled gently and said, "When fear controls the mind, we lose ourselves. But when we stay calm, we can save ourselves and others too."